Hello and welcome to the place, the thing. My name's Matt. Get a cup of tea. Oh, nice cup of tea. Um, welcome. In today's live stream, I'm continuing my playthrough of Agemonia. So we are now coming into the third scenario, which is still really a tutorial. Still sort of filling out rules as far as I can remember and tell. I've set everything up, but first of all, we need to look at the app, and the app's going to give us a little bit of story. So I'm going to turn up the volume, and here we are, scenario 3, getting towards Roomdale.
You are still shocked from the magic bolt, the leaves in the trees behind you still smoldering. Desperate not to get hit again, you run from the forest towards the strange lights. As you follow the road, you find the derelict ruins of an old pagan town built around a strange round hill. On top of the hill, your friend Shantor Threebirds is caught in a magical battle against a menacing robed figure. He must be the one who cast those magic bolts in the forest. Powerful magics radiate in all directions, painting the clouds first in scarlet, then in blue. Something about them or the hill itself seems to attract your runic plate, which is started to vibrate. You witness the enemy grab Shantor with his powerful magic and throw her down inside the hill itself. How is that even possible? The evil sorcerer looks your way. He's holding a crimson orb, its light reflected from inside his hood, as if he had a glowing red eye. He hesitates for a moment, perhaps preparing a spell, but then glances at the orb again. Instead of attacking you, he steps on a metallic disc which starts to levitate, and then takes him northwards, away from the scene of battle. Before you have a chance to react, you see a strange vision. It is Shantor. She tells you that the hill was built by the ancients, but is now full of harmful Aox magic created by the powerful sorcerer she was fighting against. The evil energy is clashing with her good magic and is about to cause an implosion that will pollute this whole region. You must enter the hill and stop this from happening. You must hurry, since Shantor herself is in trouble too.
Okay, so we've got to get inside this hill and stop this. So this is scenario 3, the secrets of the ancients. And yeah, so that is the background to this, but then we also have some stuff. So read additional setup, additional scenario rules and scenario and conditions on page 12 of the scenario book. For at the top card of the story deck, there is a reminder of the rules you will need during the scenario. Place your hero miniatures on the start scenario. So the extra rules, scenario rules, are here. And these tokens, which you can just see one here, on a line in the scenario. Until the token is removed, treat it as a solid barrier. If the token is removed, treat it as a single white line. And we have blade thorn bushes, which you can see one here. Whenever you enter an area containing a blood symbol, we have to do a test of will. And it's 2 damage, so we do a test of our will. Scenario end conditions. You successfully complete this scenario when a story card tells you play to the end of that round. You fail the scenario if all heroes are exhausted, or if a story card tells you. If you both succeed and fail in the same round, count it as a success. Okay, so we have some skitterers, which were in the last game as well, and we have 3 because that was dependent on how many rounds in we finished. So we need to just sort of start and find out what the devil is going on. So we have our scenario steps. Also what we've got to do before we do that, we gained another skill each. So now we have 3 skills, but we only have 2 spaces to put them. So if I just show you these. So Venya has a precision shot, which can be melee or ranged if I have a ranged weapon, which I have a bad ranged weapon at the moment, which is this hook and rope. So not really wanting to use that. We also have a spell. I think that's what they are. Let's just look at combat. Magic attack, they call them. A melee attack if damage. You must decide which enemy you're attacking. If you have more than one active magic attack weapon, you must decide which one you are using to attack with. You must decide which optional effects you are using. Requirements. Unlike with melee and ranged attacks, your hero does not require a weapon to perform a magic attack. However, they may still use an appropriate weapon if they like. Okay, that's good to know. I was wondering that. So she can use her magic attack, which costs 1 stamina. So it costs 1 of these. But it's a 3 ranged, and it does a 2. We roll 2 dice. So I think we should use that. And then I don't think we need this ranged one. So I think I'm going to put this to one side. I'll put this over here. So we will use these 2. Shadow Strike and Void Bolt. So now we have an extra action that we can take, that we can select. And then basically these 2 feel very much the same. But Thorax has, this is his new one, I think. Yes. So Colossal Crush, which is 1 stamina and is an attack, just a normal melee attack, and it rolls 3 dice. So I think we definitely should have that. And then his other one, he can have this attack, which is 3 range. I think we should take this one, even though he's spending stamina both times. That's the only thing. But this is so good because it's ranged. Maybe he should just do that one as his backup. So he's just going to clobber things melee. Yeah, we'll try that. I don't know if that's the right decision. Okay, so we've sorted our attacks out as well. So let's go through each step. So we select a hero. So we select an action for this round. Now these skitterers are potentially close to Venya. So I think we might try and so this is 3 away already. So once we start, that will be opened up. So let's do the option of the Void Bolt, because she could hit this skitterer right now. And I think Thorax maybe he will just do an extra maneuver. So he can move 2. Yeah. Okay, so we've selected. So we reveal an initiative card. So the initiative card says blue are going first. And Denya is blue. Allies and enemies take their turns in initiative order. Allies perform 1 action and 1 maneuver. So it's Denya to go first. So we will look at the F card because it is 1, 2, 3 away already. And I don't think there's anything else within range, no. So this card says, the chasm. The violently shaking ground has opened a deep chasm in the earth. The webs near it are broken, but you hear the sounds of skitterers scuttling about inside the dark gap. So this is a spawn card immediately, so we flip this over. And crawling out from below, when a fate card showing a 5 for 2 of us, so 5s, is revealed, spawn a skitterer in an area according to the fate card's direction symbol. Okay, and the little thing is here. So we will keep that up there. So Venya can, she can move 2 and do her void bolt attack. So she's 3 away from that skitterer, so I think she'll just do her void bolt attack. So she spends 1 stamina and rolls 2 die. And these skitterers have 2 health per hero, so they have 4 health. Oh, I need to set them up on the app as well. So we have skitterer 1, who has 4 health. Skitterer 7, who has 4 health. And skitterer 6, who has 4 health also. So we are going to roll 2 red die. And we do 2 damage to skitterer 1. Okay, and then she can move. Now these skitterers, they are going, they're blue, so they're biting. They're moving 1 and attacking for 3 with a might check on that. So we could keep out of the way of these. She's got a 2 move. She could spend stamina to move 3. They're only moving 1, so she could move 1, 2. And then this skitterer can't get there. This skitterer and this one definitely can't. It can't actually move because this here is double red, so this is non-passable. As Venya has moved there, she has activated. Oh no, she hasn't. It's 0. So this is 1, 2 away. No, she's not activated anything. She's going to stay there. So that's the end of Venya's turn. And then we move down the track. So red heroes, and then it's enemies. So skitterers, move 1 and do bite. So this one can move through here. So we'll go 1. I think I'll just look at enemy movement. Enemies, enemy combat 12, 13, just to make sure. Yeah, so they're just all moving. Basically, they'll always move towards the closest or the highest taunt value, which Torax always has the highest taunt value. His is 9 and Veneer's is 3. So they're all going to move 1, 1, and none of them can attack. So that's the end of their turn. They would get, if you see here, if there's a sort of horned goat symbol with it, they do a +1 movement, which I believe is an added movement. So they would have moved 2. And then attacked. So that's the end of their turn. And then it's green. And green heroes get an extra maneuver. So he's got 3 maneuvers, so he can move 3. So I think maybe we might just move into here. One, 2, 3. So we're in D. So we look at the D card. So in D, a shrine of the moons. This building was probably a holy place, the mossy walls still showing emblems of Agemonia's 2 moons. While the hill is trembling, you also feel a different underground vibration. It seems to be coming from under the cracked floors. Dig under the floor. So we can shovel as an active item. Shovel as an active item. Oh, with the shovel as an active item. We actually do have the shovel as Torax, but we have to spend 1 maneuver, and we've actually used all 3 because Torax only moves 1 unless he spends stamina. And we didn't spend any stamina. So that's the end of the turn, but we will be able to flip that over, hopefully, next turn. Okay, so that is the end of the round. So when we get to the end of the round, we discard a fate card. So here are the fate cards. So if we discard a 5, then we are spawning another skitterer. Nope, it's a 3. So this is it's quite dark in here still. Is that better? That'll do. Yes, they're quite clever, these fate cards, from what I remember of my first attempt at playing through a few months ago. So that's the end of the round. So we start all over again. So I think both of these heroes are wanting to attack this time. So I think my problem for Torax is if he's going to do that thing, he needs to use his maneuver, and he won't be able to attack unless one skitterer comes into his zone. So I'm going to select his attack, his 3 attack, and Vanille's Shadow Strike, so I don't spend stamina. Yes, and so we reveal another initiative card. Okay, so it's blue first and then green, so Thorax is going next. So yeah, I think I want to like take one of these out if possible. The Skitter's going to move after this. So I think Thorax is going to spend a stamina to move 1, 2 into this Skitter's zone. And he's going to spend another stamina, to do his Colossal Crush. So he rolls 3 red die. This Skitter only has 1 health. So 2 health, sorry. So yeah, he does the 2 damage, so I don't need to spend any more. So Skitter 1 dies. Yeah, so that's the end of Thorax go. And then it is the Skitterers. And they are not doing anything. They are snooping around. So they have 2 movements. Sorry, they are doing something. So they're both going to move into... So this section has 2 dots in it, which means it can only end up with 2 characters in it. So this one can't move in there, but it would be able to attack because this section is full. So you can do a melee attack from the section next door to 1 if that section has the number of people the only number of people it can. So that's the Skitterers going. Actually, when Thorax moved... No, he didn't move in range of these, so we're okay. We're okay. So that's the Skitterers. I should have checked that before, really. And then Vanilla is going. So she has her Shadow Strike, which is rolling 2 die. And she does another 2. So she does 2 to Skitterer 7. 2 damage. And I must remember, so these enemies, they sometimes drop things when they die, but these Skitterers have this here, which is just so they don't drop anything at all. So that's the end of that round. So we draw another fate card, and it's a 1, so no more Skitterers coming. Right. What should we do? Venya's just going to Shadow Strike again. Actually, she did have a maneuver, didn't she? But she would take damage if she moved out of this space. So actually, with her extra maneuver, she could have got this stamina back. So I think we might just do a Raging Smash with Thorax, because he could actually attack this Skitterer if he needed to. And then we'll do another Shadow Strike. So the initiative card is blue enemies are going first, and they're doing this one here. So they will move 2 and then do a leg stab with a will test. So this Skitterer, let me see. Just want to check those conditions again for moving. Yeah, if it's already in an area that it can attack from, it does not move. Yeah. So I was just wondering if they would go because Thorax has the highest taunt value, but because this one can attack Veneer, it's going to stay there. So it is doing a 2 attack, and will is tested. So Veneer rolls 3 dice for will, and she got to block, so she blocks that. And then the other Skitterer is also doing that, and she got 2 block again, so she's avoided both those damages. Then it is Veneer's turn, so she's going to attack that Skitterer in her space, or actually she could attack the one. You know what, she's going to attack the number 6 one, because Thorax could attack this one. So she rolls 2 die for that, and she's got a reroll, so she gets 1, 2, and then she can spend 2 stamina to do 4 and kill that Skitterer. And now she has a maneuver, so she will recover her stamina. And then it's Thorax go, so he can attack that Skitterer. And he rolls 2 dice. He gets 2. Sorry, that Skitterer is no more. And he kills that Skitterer. So they're all dead, which is good. And now he can move. And I think he will move here. And he's now 1 away from C and 2 away from A. So let's read C and then A. So C reads, a crystal on a pedestal. Inside the walls is a pedestal holding a blue crystal. The pedestal is as weathered as the rest of the ruin, but the crystal is shiny and clean. This valuable and magical Agora crystal would not have survived here for centuries without being taken by robbers or skitterers. Someone must have put it here recently to power up something. And so it's a magic crystal. You feel the Agora crystals. Hold on. No, I've got to be 0. I've got to be in the space. My mistake. And A is the mother. You spot something big moving behind the ruins. Before you have a chance to react, a Venorian hive mother rises up and towers over you, webbing dripping from her body. She seems uninterested in your presence, and you realize it may be better to keep her docile. Mother's instinct. So if a hero attacks a skitterer, we flip that card. Okay. Okay. A big, nasty monster. Interesting. Well, he can't move anymore. So that is the end of the round. And so we reveal a fate card. It's a 3, so we're all right. No more skitterers. So now we need to decide what we're going to do. I think Thorax should try and get that crystal. The crystal might make the mother attack us, as it's right by her. But I think we might as well risk it. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, huh? So he's going to do... Oh, sorry. So he's going to do 2 maneuvers. Vania could do maneuvers as well. Oh, she doesn't have the... Now, why don't we go through here? Yeah, let's go to E with her. So she's going to do a 2 maneuver as well. It's hard when you don't know if there's any skitters going to pop up. But yeah, Thorax needs to come back here and dig under the floor. But I think we'll both do maneuvers. Okay, so we flip an initiative card. So we're just looking... So Vania is going first. So she will go 1, and we're within 1 of E now. So we read this. So put that there. So this says, the light of the moons. The rare and delicate moon egg is easy to spot from afar. The petals are deep purple, but its swollen stamen is full of a luminous pink fluid. The flower is known for its healing properties, but in clumsy hands it is easily destroyed. Okay, so a will test, which is good for Vania because she's got 3 will. Pick up the moon egg. So we will go into this space on our second move, and we have another maneuver, but let's do this test. So a will test of 4. And we do 1, 2, 3. So she spends 1 stamina to do 4. So success, we go to A. A. You carefully pick up the flower of the slender rush. You feel like the moon egg accepts you. Pleasant sentiment streaming from the pink stamen, progressively filling you with calm and happiness. So we gain a moon egg token and 2 stamina. Well, we've got 1 that we spent. And we remove this card from play. Okay. So let's find a moon egg. Nice things about these tokens is they're different sided. So you can kind of, they're all put into different sections. So they're, I say, reasonably easy. I'm not going to be able to find one now, am I? A moon egg. There one. So here's a moon egg. And usually they have, yes, so remove an injury. We haven't got to injuries yet, but they'll be on the way. So that's good. So she keeps that. She is not close to anything else. She's not 1 away from that because there's a gap in the middle. So that's Vania. Oh no, she's got another maneuver actually. So maybe we should go towards J. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll go 1. I'm a 1 away from J. And this is a lightning doorway. The opening at the base of the hill is blocked by a wall of azure lightning. In front of the wall of light, you see a carving on the stone floor, the same size and shape as the runic plate you are carrying. Clearing it of dirt and webs, you see it has the symbol of a leaf. Place the leaf runic plate in slot J. Okay, so we have these put to one side. There's a little space for it. So we flip this. You carefully place the wildly vibrating runic plate on the stone carving. They attach together with a satisfying click. The runic plate goes still, crackles with magic power, and you see the lightning disappear from the door. Hold on. No, we didn't have that. Sorry, so it's basically saying if you've got that leaf plate, place it in slot J, which we don't have because we were given one, and Vanir has this sun runic plate. So yeah, we need to find a leaf one. So I've got another movement. So I will move here, I think. Yeah. So that's Vanir's go. So Torax. Let's be brave, Torax, and we will use one movement to go and take the magic. No, two, sorry. So we'll spend the stamina so he can move two, because Torax only moves one. 1, 2. And he will take the magic crystal. You feel the Agora crystal's magical energy as you remove it from the pedestal. You can feel its warmth and power in your hand. A low hum that had surrounded the ruins dwindles. You would not notice it was there, but its lower pitch now makes it obvious. Did the crystal power something inside the hill? Gain an Agora crystal token. So we gain a token, and that is just a crystal. So Torax gets that. Okay, so we didn't wake up the mother. We're just waiting for some skitterers to come back. So that was 2 movement. He's got another maneuver. So I think I will spend another stamina to move 2, and I'll move 1 here, which means we're 1 away from B. So let's see what B says. Under the shadow of a goddess, a large statue of Lanimora, the old pagan goddess of the Nihtirgri, overlooks the whole ruin. In the shadow of the statue are the remnants of a building that do not seem to be a house exactly, more like a covering for a hole or a cellar door. Beneath the vines and skitterer webs, there are spiral stairs leading downwards. Okay, and we can... We can go there. I really want to use my shovel to dig here. So I'm not going to go there yet. I'm going to use my 1 movement to move here. So I'm only 1 away from there. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. So that is Torax go. It's the end of the round, so we discard a fate card. Still not a 5. Okay, so Torax is definitely going to do a maneuver. And I think Venya will do the same as well. There's nothing to attack. I want to do some investigating. Okay. Maneuvers. So it is red to go first, so it's Venya. Venya or Veneer? I don't know. So we're going to go over here. So I'm going to spend 1 stamina to do a 3 movement. And I go in here, so I have to do that test, which is a 2. We're going to get hit for 2, but we do a will test. So we roll 3 die. So we got 2 blocks, so we're fine. So that's 1, 2, and we're 1 away from you. So U is a wall of azure light. The opening at the base of the hill is blocked by a wall of azure light. On the ground to the right of the opening, you spot an indentation the same shape as a runic plate. It is decorated with the symbol of a moon. Place the moon runic plate on this slot U. So I'll just put those two together because we need runic plates for those. So Venya has moved 1, 2. So she's got another movement, 3. So we're in the R space. And this is a treasure out of reach. The chasm has split this historic house in two, drawing some of the moss and the dirt into the chasm. Among the debris, you spot something vibrating, and upon a closer look, realize it might be a runic plate. But how could you reach it? So, with a hook and rope, which we have, adds 2 to this success. So we can do this now. So we can swap our weapons for free once per turn. And then it takes a maneuver to do it any other time. So we can put our hook and rope in place. And then we can do this test, which is a will test of 5, but we already have 2 with our hook and rope. So we only need 3. Okay, so we're going to have to spend stamina, 1, 2, 3, to do that. So it is a success, so we flip this. Success, hard work rewarded. Did you reach it? You managed to dig out the runic plate from the chasm. As you hold the resonating object in your hands, you notice it is marked with a leaf symbol. The plate is clearly being drawn towards the hill. Gain the leaf runic plate. Excellent. So now we do have that runic plate. So here it is. I'll just put it on Venier's board, and that card goes out of play. So that was her first maneuver. So she can do another one. So we could go back to J and put this runic plate down, I think. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's move. Oh, we won't quite reach it. 1, 2. So we do this test again. And we're fine because we got 2 shields. 3. So we're close to being back to putting that plate down. So that's Venier's turn over. And now Torax is also doing 2 maneuvers. So he will move here for 1, and then he will do this. Dig under the floor. Shovel as an active item. So I have to put the shovel, as my active item, which I can do for free. And we spend our second maneuver to flip this. Oh, look at that. You remove the broken pieces of the stone floor and dig at the ground beneath them. The vibration grows stronger and is joined by an iridescent glow. After the shovel clinks on something hard, you find a vibrating runic plate with a symbol of a moon carved on it. So we gain the moon runic plate, which is the other one that we need. So Torax has that one. So now we've got 3 runic plates. So if you can look at the map, this one is the moon one, which we already have, and we were given that at the start. And now we have these 2 as well. So that's the end of his turn because he can hardly move. Poor old Torax. Yep, so that's the end. So we reveal a fate card. It's a 4, so we've still not got any Skitterers. That is good. And now we go. So what are we going to do? I think still maneuver time. Both going to maneuver. And red is going first, so that is Vanilla. So she will just do a normal movement this time. So we'll move in here for 1, and then we can do J, a lightning doorway. Place the leaf runic plate on spot J. So she has that one now. So we flip this. So now we're doing what we nearly did before. You carefully place a wildly vibrating runic plate on the stone carving. They attach together with a satisfying click. The runic plate goes still, crackles with magical power, and you see the lightning disappear from the doorway. Remove the X token overlapping this area. Remove this card from play. Right, so we can go through that door now. It is open. And we only spent 1 movement on that, so our other half of that is here. So we go into K and X. So X we're 1 away from, so let's read that first. And that is rocks and rubble. The floor of the corridor are covered in fallen rocks and debris. Next to a huge rockfall is plenty of rubble that you would pay little attention to, except something seems to be moving under it. So we can move there and search the rubble with either a torch or a shovel and do a test on might for 5. Veneer doesn't have either of those things. Anyway, we are in K. So let's look at K. So K is beneath the hill. The corridors inside the hill differ greatly from the surrounding town. The walls are expertly made of white stone and illuminated by magic. This must be one of the structures left behind by the ancients millennia ago. But now, evil power sparks all around you. Danger. Flip. Under the hill. Reveal story card. Square. So this is this story card. The unmistakable presence of evil magic is confirmed by the recently etched summoning circles. You recognize the 4 pointed arrows as the symbol of Aox, and the demonic runes suggest uncanny knowledge. So it's these things. Flip. Yes, we flip. Summoning, reveal card 3. So this is a Lumen Demon. Okay. Start a timer. When it reaches 12 for 2 heroes, 11 for 3 heroes, or 10 for 4 heroes, spawn a Lumen Demon in the area corresponding to the direction on the round's fate card and reset the timer. Right, so I vaguely remember setting timers, but let's have a look. timers. Here we go. 25. When instructed to start a timer, from that round onwards, place the fate card revealed at the end of each round in a separate pile from the fate discard pile. Any fate cards that were discarded in previous rounds remain in the fate card discard pile. The new pile is called the timer pile, reaching a target. Each time you place a fate card in the timer pile, total the value of all fate cards in the timer pile, including the newly one placed. If the total equals or exceeds the timer target, the given event will occur. For times with higher target numbers over 10, you may want to use one or more counter dice to record the total or arrange the fate cards in the timer pile in separate groups. When instructed to reset a timer, remove all but the most recent placed fate card from the timer pile and place them in the fate discard pile. Yeah. Okay. Um... 12 for 2 heroes. And I think also there's a bit of an errata for this. So I'm just going to look at those. Scenario 3. Change the wording on story card square from each time a looming demon is spawned to each time the timer is reset. Each time the timer is reset, place a token on this card. After you've placed the fourth token, read outcome 2, fail forward. Okay, so we've got a timer for the whole thing now as well. And then we read onto the hill. 2 of the rooms have slots outside them. You may place the runic plate with the matching symbol on the slot to remove the adjacent X token. Whenever you enter an area containing one of the symbols below, perform the corresponding ability check. Okay, and lots of them have, these all have these symbols. Whenever an enemy enters an area containing one of these symbols, they take 1 damage. Okay. Interesting. So, where were we up to? She's done 2 movement. 1, 2, yeah, and she has another one. So X was Rocks and Rubble, which she doesn't want to do. So if she goes this way, she will hit electricity test where she has to roll her one of her, I can't remember the name of it. I need to find the name. What is the name? Oh, Will. All right, Will. I think she's got to do that. So she's going to move 1 and do a will test. So she rolls 2 dice. So it's 3. Oh, she's protected from that. 2. Also, she has the moon plate, so she can do that. But that's the end of her turn. There are no enemies on the map, so Thorax. Thorax is on the move, so now we need to spend some energy. He could open this one. I don't know whether he needs to. I guess he could come in this way, couldn't he? Where's that butterfly plate? That is the question. It might be in here. Or it could be in here. Okay, Thorax is going to spend 1 stamina to move 2. 1, 2. And then he will spend another stamina to move another 2. 1, 2. So he's on the way. He's on the way. It just takes time. You know. It takes time. So that's the end of the turn. So now we flip a fate card, but it is now a timer card as well. So what should we do with these? Put these like this and these like this. So we're on 4. Okay, so that's the end of the turn. So what are we going to do? Keep doing maneuvers. Makes sense. So green first. Oh, it's Thorax who's going first. So he will spend stamina to move 2. So he has to do Bladethorn Bush's test, which is rolling 1 of these. So he might take some damage here. Yeah. So he takes 2 damage. Those bushes, you see, he's big and clumsy. He's not very good at that sort of stuff. And then I think he's just going to move 1 because he's running out of stamina. So that's the end of his turn. Then it is Venya. So she can do 2 maneuvers. So she'll move here and... It's weird as there's no card for that plate. Have I done something wrong? Let me just have a look at M. No. I definitely have that plate. So why can I not open it? You may place a runic plate with the matching symbol in the slot to remove the adjacent token. Okay, so I can just do it automatically. It's on this card. So I will do that. I will place this to remove that. Was that 1 or 2? I think it was 1. So I'll move here for my second one. And I have to do another test. Wheel test. I get 1, so she takes 2 damage from that. And then M activates. And this is a mill of runes. Close to the stone table, there seems to be a millstone half embedded in the floor itself. The heavy wheel is marked with glowing runes, and there is an axis in the middle, suggesting it can be rotated. So use the millstone. So I just need to check this. So page 18. Progressive ability check. So progressive ability check is an ability check that allows your heroes to build up successes over a number of attempts. Use 1 or more black countered dice to place on the story card or other appropriate place to record the number of successes achieved so far. So example 2. He's attempting a might progress check that requires 12. 2 times 4. Ah, I see. So because there are 2 of us, it's 4 plus 5, so it would be 9. So if I use a dice, have these nice dice. So it would be 9. So I do have another movement. Dunk. So I can try this right now. So I can do roll 2 die. I get 1, 2, and get to roll another one. 3, 4. So we go down to 5. And that's her 2 maneuvers. So she will just stay there. Excellent. End of the round. And it's a 3, so we're up to 7. Oh, you can't see that. There, so a 3 and a 4, so we're up to 7. No 5s yet, so no skitterers either. Been very lucky. That will change because they'll all be in the second half of this. So that's the end of the turn. So yeah, we're just going to do maneuvers again. Enemies first, then Veneer. So Veneer will do another one of these tests for the millstone. So she's rolling 2 die, and she gets 1, 2, 3. Come on, 2. Oh yeah. Oh no, she can't do it because she's only got. Actually, she could have done recover first. So we could spend those 2 to finish it. To get 5. Flip. You rotate the heavy millstone half a turn and then it stops. The runes glow green for a while and trigger some unseen mechanism that starts to shake the whole vault. You hear rumbling in the distance like a part of the hill is coming apart. The power is now off. Reveal story card L and flip it. That could be good or bad. If you have revealed a card with the power is now off, flip. Lightning walls fall. As the vault stops rumbling, the lightning wall collapses, yet the energies that created it are not released. The magic is sucked right into the room which the wall was guarding. Remove the X tokens overlapping this area. Remove this card from play. So I think it means move all of them. And then we read on from here. Reveal story card star. A whole lot of shaking. Dust falls on you as the walls tremble and the ceiling shakes. You sense a disturbance in the magical aura of the vaults. One of the entrances collapses with a great rumble of stone. Then just as suddenly as it started, the tremors die down. Speckles of dust gently settle on the ground. Ah, okay, so it's a new bit of... Ah, right, okay. So it goes here. So that entrance is closed. Reveal story card A and flip it. Oh. Oh. So this is the mother. You should not have angered the hive mother. She rises up, hissing menacingly, moving her long legs with surprising speed and accuracy. The ground is full of egg sacs and rotting carcasses, but she manages to lunge at you without harming them. She will harm you, though. Reveal story card 2. So this is the mother. Spawn the hive mother in A. So I have the hive mother. She is here. Here she is. She's not that pleasant. She's going up here. So she will be on the move. Remove this card from play. And we spawn the hive mother. So I will just put her in on here. Hive mom. And she has 5 per hero plus 5. So she has 15 health. Excellent. 15 health. I'm not going to do that. We don't need that anymore because that door is open. I'm not sure I was right about opening these. The power is now off. Story card L. If there is still a token overlapping J, remove it. Yeah, I think maybe I shouldn't have removed these. I think so. Okay. So she has opened those, but she's not used her 2 maneuvers. So she's going to move. No, she's going to regain some stamina. 1, 2, 3. And she's just going to move 2. So she has to do this test again. 3. Ah, she manages to miss all that damage. 1, 2. So that's the end of her turn. And then it's Thorax. Hello. So he is just going to move 1 and use his runic plate. Oops, falls over. And then he's going to recover some stamina. 1, 2, 3. And that's the end of his turn. So we reveal another card. And it's a 3. So there we're now up to 10. So next turn probably we're going to have a demon coming into the room. And where do these demon appear? They appear W. W? Where are those spots? Is this W? No. Oh, there's W. Okay. Fine. Okay, so that will be next turn. So 1 could appear here or here. So I think Vania will maybe Shadow Strike. Is it worth it? Yeah, I think she'll take that risk. And then Torak will just do an extra maneuver. Okay, so Vania. Vania's going first, of course she is. So she's going to go 1, 2 into this space. So it's some sort of ooze where she does a will test. And she well defends herself from that. And unfortunately, she's just got an attack because I was dumb. And then Thorax is going. So I think he will use 1 of his to get back stamina and then spend 1 stamina to move 2. And he will go this way. 1, 2. Okay. And that's the end of the round. So we draw a fate card. Oh! No, they're not coming. So that's 6, 10, 11. So let's not make that mistake again. Extra maneuver. So she will go to W. And this is a wall of ruby light. The corridor is blocked by a wall of ruby light, which radiates an energy quite different from the rest of the building. You could just try to move through it, but who knows how the Aox magic may curse you. You may spend 1 movement point to move through the ruby wall. If you do, flip. I'm sure we can turn it off, but we don't have this symbol. Which I feel like this might take the whole thing down. Oh, fuck it. I'm going to go through. Excuse my language. Spend 1 movement. So that's our second movement. Through the ruby wall. As you step into the ruby light, you realize it may have been a mistake. The evil magic bombards your body, crawling inside it like a vile disease. It takes all your energy to force your way through the other side. Looking back, you see the wall has been changed after feeding on you. It is now specks of a purplish hue, similar to the colour of a lumin demon. Any hero moving through the ruby wall does a 5 will test. So Venya, sorry, it's might test, I should say. So Venya only has 2 might. So she rolls 2. She gets 1, so she takes 4 damage. Ouch. If you take any damage, gain 1 injury card. Demons may now move through the ruby wall. Okay, so I got through. So we get 1 injury card. And these are injury cards. We just pull one off the pile. And that is our will is now, we have broken ribs, and our will is now reduced by 1. Which is annoying. It's kind of good, though, that it's that one and not the other 2. And we're now in P. We've got a lot of cards to look at here. P. So P says, a wall of ruby light. The corridor is blocked by a wall of ruby light. Next to the magical wall, an evil mark has been hastily scrawled in the floor. Destroy the symbol. So this is a timed one with might test. If we have the shovel, it's +1, which we don't have the shovel. Or drain the symbol's power. You must have the star runic plate, which we don't have. So we'll have to destroy the symbol if we want to break this down. So that's a progressive ability check. A hero in double may spend 1 movement point to move through the ruby wall. Yeah, so we can go through that again, but tough. Okay. We've also got to look at Z. So Z says, Shantor's saving sphere. Down, excuse me. Down the vault, you see Shantor lying inside a magic bubble. The only thing saving her from the magical lightning and the red Aox energy crackling in the room. You might be able to save her if you could stop the 2 magics clashing in the vault. If you have scrolls saved in your party journal, gain item card 43, scroll of stamina. Well, we do. Indeed. Have that. And I've got it somewhere, but I believe keywords. I did mark some of them down. Scroll saved, as you can see. So we do. So we get Card 43. Don't think it's one of these. Oh, yes, it is. So we get card 43. Scroll of Stamina. So the Scroll of Stamina is, it takes a maneuver and we can use it to give someone 5 stamina in a range of 2. And that cross mark means that it goes away, like it's one use. So that's Veneer that gets that. If you could stop the 2 magics clashing in the vault. Otherwise flip. I don't know if that means we... Oh yeah, flip. Yeah, so we are putting this... Ah, I see. This is Veneer. So this goes... I'm going to get rid of that. Here. Is that right? I want to get it lined up. There we go. Ooh, look at that. So now, yeah, we need to... What I need to do is recover some health. So I'm going to recover 2. We don't want to die. And we can do this test, this Wall of Ruby Light test. So we can roll 2 dice to do a might test. And we get 2. So this will be 9. So it comes down to 7. So we're trying to destroy this red wall. Okay, so that's Veneer's turn. And then Thorax. I think he can just take his time. I mean, there's going to be something that... Maybe I'll spend 1 stamina for Thorax to move 2. So he has to do this test, which is a might test. Oh, sorry, wrong die. Might test. And he gets 1. He can prevent all that damage by spending... No, he can't. This is not... You can't spend stamina. That's for other things that we haven't got yet. So he takes 2 damage. So, as you can see, he's now got 4 damage. And he has 3 stamina left. So he's moving 2. And then I think he will use his extra maneuver to recover. So get 3 stamina back. So he's just plodding along. Moving his... I'm coming. I'll be there soon. Yeah. That is the end of the turns. So we have a 2. Gosh, there can't be many 5s in here. That's what I'm saying. So now we are over 12. So these go away. And this stays. So we put 1 token on here because of that word changing. It happens then. And then we spawn a looming demon in the area corresponding to the direction on that round fate's card. So it's pointing up. So the looming demon, trying to get one here, spawns here. Yes, spawns in here. And the looming demons, which that is number 4, looming. Number 4, oh, there's only 3 there, that's silly. Oh, I haven't been moving the hive mother. My mistake. So she's green. So she would have moved 3, 4 this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. And last round she would have moved 2. 1, 2. Yeah, so we're going to put the hive mother here. And this looming demon is 6, 11. Looming and Mom. Excellent. There we go. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, so there we go. We're all good. I'm just going to make sure. 3 times 6, 11. Yes. Okay, so we are going to start getting attacked now. Okay, next round. I think Thorax maybe should take on the hive mother. She has 1 shield, which I've forgotten what that means. $18 and 19. Horn special ability takes place after the enemy's actions. The effect of the snake ability either takes place before the enemy actions or modifies them. Oh, here we go. Shield value. A large enemy takes up 2 capacity in an area. That's the hive mother. Enemy shields. And any damage an enemy suffers from an attack is reduced by their shield value. Yeah, okay. So the hive mother has 1 shield, so any attack will be 1 less because of her shield. Okay, so what are we going to do? So this Lumen Demon, they move 2, 3, 2. So it's going to move and attack So I think I should do a Shadow Strike, because I can swap my axe back in and do +1 damage with my Shadow Strike. And then Colossal Crush might go after the Hive Mother, and the Hive Mother moves 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3. So I could reach it if it moves 2. I think it's a good idea to have an attack ready for Thorax, just in case. Okay. So let's see. Oh, wow. So we're all going first. So Vania is going first. We're getting an extra maneuver. So I think we will perform this test again, destroy the symbol. So we're rolling 2 die. And we just do 1. I'm not going to spend stamina on that. And then we can move. So let's move here. And there's only 1 space for this Looming Demon, so we will just do a Shadow Strike on them. Okay, 1 for sure. Oh, goodness me. So let's spend 2. So we do 3 damage to the Lumen. And then we will use our other maneuver to get 2 life back, where we'll recover 2 health. Okay. And then Thorax. So Thorax. 1, 2, 3, 4. Question is, what do I want to do here? I'm going to swap my hand axe back. Ooh, do you know what I forgot? To swap my axe in over here for Vania. So I would have done 1 extra damage. So the Looming Demon would be down to 7. Let me have a drink of water. See, Thorax could make it over to the Hive Mother. She could make it over to the Hive Mother. He could make it over to the Hive Mother. And the Hive Mother is going to move 1, 2, 3. And what is it actually going to do? Green, it's going to move 2 and attack for 4, so it can't reach me. So I think I'm going to recover twice, get my whole health back, and just wait, and then move next turn. Actually, I do have another maneuver because we got oh no, I don't, because I took my Colossal Crush, which I can't use. So that's fine. So that's the end. So the Lumen Demon is moving 2 and attacking for 3 with Might. So Vanilla is reducing that by 1. So she takes 2 damage. Vanilla's going to spend her mushroom that she got previously, which gives her 2 stamina back. And then the Hive Mother is moving 2. 1, 2. So she's in there. So 2 away from Thorax now. Okay. Okay. And that is the end of the round. We're going to shuffle those cards. So we will reveal another fate card, and it's 2. So hold on. These get shuffled. Okay, so Thorax, yes, he's going to do his Colossal Crush. And maybe Venya will try a Void Bolt, but she needs to get life back. It's tricky. I could remove that injury. That's interesting. Let's see if I need to do that. Let's just attack again. Yeah, let's just attack again. Okay. So blue going first, then red, so that's Vanilla. Let's just see what the Lumen Demon is moving for 2 and attacking for 3 again. And the Hive Mother is moving for 3 and doing a agility attack of 4. So that's not good for Thorax because he's only got agility of 1, but he's got lots of life. So Vanilla's going first, so she will attack with a Shadow Strike, and she's doing +1 damage, must remember that. It's just 1, 2, and we get to roll another 1, 3, 4, 5. So we do 5 damage to the Lumen Demon. Which is good. And then I have a maneuver, so I will get 2 health back. So at least she's got 3. Yes, and then the enemies are going. So Lumen Demon is moving 2, doesn't need to move 2, and is doing a might attack 3. So Vanilla can roll 2 die. Whoop. And she gets 2, so she only takes 1 damage from that. And then the Hive Mother is moving 3. 1, 2. And she can't move into his space, so she's just going to stay there, but she can attack. So she's doing a 4 might test. Agility test. So poor Thorax only has 1 die to roll. And he gets nothing. Oh, Thorax. So he takes 4 damage. Ouch. And then it's his go. And he gets another maneuver, which is good because we can just do our attack. So we have to spend 1 stamina and then we roll 3 die. And we do 1, 2, 3. We get to roll another die. 4. And we can spend 2 stamina to do 6, which is reduced to 5. So the Hive Mother goes down to 10. And then we've got 2 maneuvers. So I will get 3 stamina back and recover 2 health. So I'm just going to keep whacking her as much as possible. Okay. That is the end of that round. So we draw a fate card. And it's a 3, so we're up to 7. I really feel like we need to kind of get moving. Now this Lumen Demon only has 2 left, so I think I will. If we draw a 5 on this, then another Lumen Demon will spawn. But we can always move away. It's difficult. It is difficult. See, if I did an extra maneuver for Vanilla, we could move here and try and open this, but he's not going to get through, to be fair. Not at the moment. He just needs to keep hitting the Hive Mother. So, yeah, let's do a Shadow Strike, and he's doing a Colossal Crush. Okay, so, ooh. Hive Mother is going first, and she is spawning 1 Skitterer. Where do they spawn? That is the question. Spawning an enemy. When instructed to spawn an enemy, place an appropriate figure for that enemy in the area when where the spawn effect occurred. As an enemy does not take a turn during the round its spawn, for that enemy in the area when if no figure is available, a range is shown. Spawning. Enemies. Let's just see if it says here 12 and 13. Doesn't seem to say. No, can't see. But I think it would spawn it sort of by it, I'm guessing. And it can't, it will do it here. So we'll say number 5. There we go. That's what I think it would be. And then they're doing the spike. So it's 4 attack, but we test with might, which Torax has 3. Oops. And we get 1, 2, 3. So it just does 1 damage. Okie dokie. So Looming Demon is acting next and would move for 3, does a 3 attack, and will is tested. So I'm going to remove this injury using that. So I'll put that at the bottom. So yes, the Lumen Demon 3 agility check. So she gets to roll 3 dice. And yeah, they all get deflected. So this skitterer will not act this turn. So now it's Vania. So she's got a 2 attack on the Lumen Demon. And she does 2 damage to it. So it kills it. And the Lumen Demon drops a blood crystal token. And drops it there. Blood crystal tokens, just read about those. Blood crystal tokens. Discard a blood crystal token allows your hero to add 1 action die to any magical attack. You must decide whether to use 1 or more blood crystal tokens before you roll the action die for your attack. Ooh, nice. She has a maneuver. So she will move here. And she will do another a wall of ruby light, destroy the symbol. So she's rolling 2 might. And Ooh, she will spend those 2, but she has no. So she does 3 to that, so it's down to 3. And then the Skitterer won't do anything this turn. So it's now Torax to go. And he's going to spend 1 stamina and do a 3 attack on the Hive Mother. And he has 1, 2, and he can do 3, 4. Which is reduced to 3. So there's 3 on Hive Mum. And then he has a maneuver to use. So he will recover 2 health. And that's the end of his turn. It's very slow going on this Hive Mother. Okay, that's the end of the turn. So we reveal a card. And it's a 2, so we're up to 9. Which is good. We haven't drawn any 5s. There mustn't be very many 5s. So we go again. So now I think Venya will do an extra maneuver. So she'll have 2 maneuvers. And I think Torax is good doing his Colossal Crush. So this time the Skitterer regenerates because of this symbol, but has not lost any life. And then is doing this. So he's moving 2 to do a leg stab. Now, oh, it can move through the Hive Mother's space, actually. As long as it's moving through 1, 2. So it moves into our space and does a 2 agility attack. So Torax rolls his die. He loses 1 life, not 2. And then the Lumen Demon is dead. So they're not activating. And it's Venya's and with her extra maneuver. So she's going to get 3 stamina back. And she will do a test again. So she's rolling 2 dice. She wants to get 3. Ooh. I'll re-roll that one. Okay, so she can spend 3. And that is done. So we flip and do A. Remove story card W from the game. Yeah, so we shouldn't have moved those. That's good to know. Option A, destroy the symbol. The chalk markings are easy to smear, but in doing so, you realize a magical energy which engulfs you. Fortunately, the ruby wall flickers and dies out. Any ally in P has to do a test. Oh, so we're doing we're getting attack for 4, but we do a agility test. So we're rolling 3 die. Wow. That actually kills us. Okay, so let's read about being knocked out. Wow, that was brutal. Ignore the main damage, but flip your vitality disc over to the wounded red side. Ah, yes, I'd forgotten about this. This is really cool. So what happens is this gets flipped over and we are wounded. And we return 4 stamina chips. So now we can only have a total of 4 stamina. And then we also draw an injury card. So our recover is reduced by 1, so we can only recover 1. Great. Okay. So we've done that. So that was 1 move. So we can finish our second movement off and go to L. Oh, L is already out, is it? Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Ah, so that lightning wall has gone. Okay, that's good. And we can't recover anymore anyway. So I think we will move. Or did we? No, yeah, that's right. We'll move in here and look at N. So N is ball lightning. All the pent-up magic has gathered into a powerful ball of energy that floats crackling at the back of the room. The air is heavy with the pungent smell of burnt dust and the deafening hum of magic. Deadly lightning randomly strikes at the walls and floors. The ball is feeding itself with energy in a vicious cycle and is about to implode. Connect with the ball lightning. Not possible if 1 or more enemies within 1. That's all right. Story card Q removed from play plus 10 hits. No, I don't think we've removed Q from play. Q isn't even out. We can discard an aguric crystal. To give plus 5. Okay, so what we have to get to is 10, 20. So I'll put 10 there, and we know it's double that. So I can move into that space. So this is a check. So we get to roll 2 die. We do 1, 2, re-roll 3. And we will spend 4, 5. Got to be very careful because we'll die otherwise. So we do 5. And that is the end of our turn. Okay. So next is the Hive Mother, and she's attacking Thorax for 4. And we're doing might check, and we don't get hit. Thank goodness. And then Thorax is going now. I think if we were attacking the hive mother, we would have to we would be blocked because the skitterer is in our way. Anyway, I'm going to attack the skitterer anyway. So I'm rolling 3 die. I have to spend 1. And I do 5 damage to that skitterer, so it dies. Which is good. And then I will recover 3 stamina with my... That's the end of the turn. So, we reveal a card. It's a 3, so we must be there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. So 12. And I think so we have to there's another looming demon coming, and it's coming here. Oh, it's number 4 again. Oh, that one's dead. So 6, 11. That skitter is dead. Oh, questions. Yeah, so it will act this turn. Because this is the end of the last turn. Okay. So, Veneer is going to attack that thing again. So, I think I will do a focus this turn, so I will get 1 extra die to roll. And Torax will do a Colossal Crush. So Torax is going first. Well, actually, Veneer is going as well. So let's do Veneer first. So she's going to get an extra die. She's rolling 3. And she gets 6. Wow, that's good. So that goes down. And then we've still got the other 10. So we're down to 9. And she has a maneuver, so she will get this back. So that's Veneer's turn. And then Torax will attack the Hive Mother. And he gets 1. So So he can spend 4 to do 5. It's reduced by 1, so it's 4. So she's down to 3. Getting close. And then he has a maneuver, so he will get 3 of that back. How much has he got? 6. So he should be all right. He should be all right. Yeah, and the Hive Mother is attacking for 4 with a might test. And it's reduced to 3. So 3 damage. Okay. And the Lumen Demon is moving 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will go 1, 1, 1, 2. Can't move in there, so it will stay there. So it can't attack. No skitterers. Okay. I mean, hopefully he's going to kill the Hive Mother. That's the end of the turn. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing, I think. Yeah, same thing. So Lumen Demon is attacking for 2, but it can't do that. And then it's moving for 2 and doing a pincer. So it is going to get in the way. 1, 2. Doing, what was it doing? Pincer. So attacking for 3. I'm rolling for 3. And yeah. So it hits for 2. And then red are going. No. Oh, everyone's going before me. And then the Hive Mother is going. So she's doing a 4 attack on. So it's going to. Agility. Yeah, so it does 4. 1, 2, 3. So now Thorax is wounded. So he has 5 stamina left and he gets a wound. Everything is reduced by 1. Wow, that is really bad news. He's winded. Such bad news. Crikey. Okay. So now they're going. So let's do Vanilla. She's doing her usual 3 to connect with the ball of lightning. Okay, she will use her 4. Take this down to 5. I could really done with both of them being in there. And then she will do a maneuver which gets her back 3 stamina. And then Thorax is so vulnerable. So vulnerable. Okay, okay. Let's just check this enemy attacking through. There doesn't seem to be any. Obstructed aim. Obstructed aim. Reduce an enemy's ranged or magic attack damage by 1 if there are ranged. Okay, so I can attack the Hive Mother. So I will do. It's reduced. I have to spend 1 stamina. Whoops. Done 1, 2, and I roll another 1, 3, 4. So that is enough because it's 3 damage because it's reduced. So I kill the Hive Mother. So we put and she dies. And we put an Agur crystal token there. And how much damage can these Lumen do? 3. So can't kill me. So I will recover. How much have I got? 5. So if I moved away from it, I would take 1 damage and it could possibly kill me. So I will just recover to 5 and stay there. And I should be able to break this ball of lightning, and I feel like I might be close to getting this done. I'm not completely sure, but okay, so that's the end of the turn. That's a 4, so we're up to 9. So we possibly could go over again. Okay. We're doing a focus for Vanilla, and he will attack again. Why not? Red's going first. Oh, goodness me. Okay. So Lumen Demon is doing this, but they're also doing bleeding. So start of turn 1 damage. Okay. Whoops. So this symbol here, which you probably can't see very well. But this symbol here, let me show you. gives the character a bleeding card, which means they lose 1 life at the start of every turn. Okay. So it is attacking for 3. But he is rolling 3 die. So he only takes 1 damage. But it is giving him a bleeding. So an ally, start of turn, 1 damage. To discard, we use a maneuver ability. So that's red. So green are going next. So Vanilla is doing her her test on this. We need 5. 1, 2. No, 1. 2, 3, 4. So she's down. So this is down to 1. And a second maneuver, she will recover. And then Thorax is going to attack. So just a 2 this time because he's reduced by his winded card. And he does 3 damage to the Lumen Demon. Down to 8. And then he will... We'll get 1 health back, actually. And there's no Hive Mother. Hive Mother is dead. There are no Skitterers at the moment, although that could change. And that's the end of the turn. So we draw a card, and it's a 3. So what are we on here? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. So we move on again. And a flipping demon is coming, but this time it's coming here. So that's number 2, and he will have 11 health as well. Crikey. I'm glad it's over there, though. Okay, and so let's do a focus. Do we need to do a focus? No, we probably don't. We'll do an extra maneuver. And I think we'll do an extra maneuver for Thorax as well, because I have a feeling I'm going to run. Don't know why. Okay. Oh, we all get extra maneuvers and go first. So it's Vanilla to go first, and she's going to roll 2 die, and she gets 1. So that is done. And we flip this. You communicate with the magical ball telepathically and force it to calm down. It still lets out the occasional lightning strike, but the self-feeding cycle and the risk of implosions are gone. The hum slowly dies out and everything seems much calmer. With the magic that attracted and agitated the monsters gone, the creatures now flee away from the vault. Oh no! Getting out of here! Ah! Gone. Little buggers. Read outcome 1, scenario success. I don't know where that is. Might be in here. I think it's probably on. Oh, look, there's loads of stuff about the hive mother here. In the same area as the hive mother. There you go. So it's not there, so it must be on this. So all these go away. We both were wounded. We didn't pick these up, which is annoying. That goes away. So let's clear these off and flip this over. Oh. Oh, these cards. Hold on. In any case, read the relevant conclusion on page 74 of this book. Ah, here we are. Secrets of the Ancients. That's what we were doing, wasn't it? Yes. Let me just sort that out. So let's zoom in a little bit here. Great. You managed. Oh, maybe it does it on the app. Probably does, doesn't it? Yes, success.
You managed to redirect and shut down the clashing magical energies. The magical lightnings are grounded and dissipate. The rumbling turns into a whisper and then dies out. In the vault's central chamber, Shantor lies, barely breathing, as the magical bubble surrounding her vanishes. She breathes heavily as she turns to speak to you.
I may well be the last keeper of the breach left. You must fulfill my quest. Here, use this key to access Skyrender in Moondale. It is one of the beacons you must light to prevent Aox from entering Agemonia from the breach.
You see she's in pain and exhausted, but still manages to conjure a weary smile.
I hope to see you again, Keepers.
She seems to have one last ounce of magic left as the world turns around her, and her body disappears, leaving only her empty robes behind. You have a tingling sensation suggesting she is not dead, but gone to a different place. You have barely picked up the ancient key your newfound mentor left behind when something even stranger happens. The big stone head carved in the wall comes alive. Its ice blue eyes stare at you and its voice booms low, but it is not menacing. Rather, you feel comforted by its presence.
The fate of Agemonia now lies in your hands.
It declares.
Each one of you has the power to make a difference, but also a chance to veer away from the light. Your destinies are unwritten, but they will be intertwined. The choices you make, individually and together, will determine the fate of all.
You realize this is not just a statue which speaks. This is the voice of Ayun, the good energy that opposes Aox and the demons. Its voice no longer booms in the chamber, but is now heard inside your heads, all of you experiencing a different vision.
Okay, gain scenario card 6. The Vault of the Ancients. Scenario cards. Ugh. That's not it. I don't know what scenario cards are. Scenario. Oh. Okay, green cards. These ones. Oh, they're all mixed up because I used them before. So, scenario card 6. The Vault of the Ancients. So, it says, you have the key to Skyrender Tower in Runedale, where you must light a beacon to ward off demons. Level 1. Journey. Head to Skyrender Tower, play the scenario. Okay. So that is ours now. Each player takes the hero book for their hero and reads their vision on page 2. Okay, so let's do that. So, Veneer of Heartwoods, these are the little books which are really cool. This hero book contains secrets. Veneer's vision. Yeah, so we have to read these. We can't have someone reading them. So this is that god, the good god. Good god. Here we go. I sense a powerful Aox presence following you along. You must not let it control you. The voice of Ioun is interrupted by your grandmother, whose skull you carry with you wherever you go. Do not be tempted by these foreign gods. Oh, sorry. Do not be tempted by these foreign gods, says grandmother. We Quothians have always listened to our ancestors, and this wisdom is good for you as well. Yes, grandmother, you reply. You feel the Ioun speak more empathetically now. Empathically now. Do not listen to the demon living inside the skull. You must fight its influence, as should all Quothians. Go to the Temple of the Fifth Eye in Runedale and seek absolution. Yes, go there, speaks my grandmother, but do not go as a humble servant. Go proudly to save Heartwood. Yes, grandmother. But above all, interjects Ioun, you must now become a keeper of the breach. Gain item card 125. Skull. Oh, this is her skull. Excellent. So 125 is not one of those cards. So we have some cards that are like, I didn't think this particularly worked, but are in a sort of secret box here. But the box is kind of pointless, I think. Oh, 125. And that's 152. Okay, just let me find this. One, 2, 5. So this is where we start sort of becoming more different, diverse in our characters, I think. So here we go. Skull. Once per scenario, melee ranged or magic +1 plus drain. I don't know what drain is, but I presume it's taking some life. Drain. Earth Skull. Once per scenario, roll an extra attack die during your attack. Heal an amount of damage equal to the damage the enemy takes. Okay, cool. So that becomes Veneers. And that's it. That's all we read, I think, for her. So this book we have, I obviously won't show you very much, but it's full of stuff. So this slowly reveals over time. This is her own personal story. And then Thorax. Is Thorax's vision. Who are you truly? Are you Thorax the innocent, or are you Zotho, who has wreaked so much destruction? All those runes once carved in your stone skin now smoothed over. So many memories you have lost, perhaps for good reason. Let your weapon be a mirror to your new chances, and to the person you may yet grow into. Will you be Thorax, or will you be Zotho? Will you help the victims of enslavement, or will you once more enslave others? Will you lead Zotho's army once more? Look for answers to your past in Runedale, then decide what you would do with them. But above all, you must now become a keeper of the breach. So Thorax gets card 1, 2, 2. And this is the Maul of Thorax. So it's a two-handed weapon. And it's a melee weapon, and it does +2 damage. So here we go with Thorax having, just better attack. So with his Colossal Crush, he'd be rolling 3 attack die, and everything will get a +2. So he can start doing some quite decent damage, which is kind of why I picked these two, because they're quite different. But up till now, they haven't seemed very different. But there we go. So those are the storybooks. And then if we go back to this is, I'm not positioned well today. Sorry about that. So if your hero gained the Toggle Whisperer story card in tutorial 1, write Toggle Whisperer. So I think if we go here, achievements, no, keywords. Sorry, that's a bit loud now. Toggle Whisperer. Huh. Strange. Oh, Toggle Whisperer story card. Yes, we do have that. So I've got it here. Write Toggle Whisperer in your hero journal. I do have a hero journal somewhere. Somewhere. But I don't know where. Oh, here we are. Found it. Okay, so we write Toggle Whisperer. If you have scrolls saved in your party journal, cross it out. Yeah, because we've got that now, so we don't need it. Remove all runic plate tokens from play. Runic plate tokens? Oh, yes, okay, that's fine. If you have Birdie saved in your party journal, click Birdie saved. I think we do, yeah.
You have managed to protect Shantor's enchanted wagon Birdie and her Toggrel legionary. Both have been waiting in a safe place by the road, and while they are physically unharmed, you can sense Legionary is distressed. Perhaps it sensed the loss of its mistress. You calm it down and help it draw Birdie towards Rundale.
Okay.
You are still shocked from the magic bolt.
Oh, no.
The leaves in the trees behind you still smoldering.
No, we've done that. Oh, dear. We've done that. We've done this.
You managed to redirect. You managed to redirect and shut down the clashing magical energies. The magical lightnings are grounded.
Yeah, okay. Otherwise, if you have Legion saved in your party journal, click Legionary saved. Oh, we had Legionary saved. Okay, sorry. We should have done this.
The destructive magic has destroyed Shantor's enchanted.
I don't know if we had both.
Her Toggrel legionary whimpers
confused.
next to the wreckage. The beast's fur is slightly scorched, but otherwise it seems none the worse for wear.
Yeah, that's fine.
Calm it.
Jolly good. So we have some things. Did we? H, U, and Y. U was. I don't think we had a Y out. No. No enemies were defeated. All spawned Aox enemies were defeated. No. Treasure hoarders, you have one or more Ago Crystal tokens and didn't discard any during the game. I think I did discard one. Great. The Hive Mother was defeated and your hero dealt the final damage to her. So that was, I mean, it was all Thorax. Your hero attempted the reactive might check on story card W. I don't know. Yes, that was Vanilla. All for 1/1. Your hero took the ceremonial spear off the wall, but another hero ended the scenario with it. No, we don't have the spear. Pacing yourself. Finish the scenario unwounded and with a total 3 or fewer spent stamina. No, no one did that. Yeah, terrible.
You turn your backs on the ruins and the vault of the ancients and continue on your way to Rundale. Each of you is silently pondering Shantor's fate and the strange vision you beheld, wondering whether to share it with the others or to keep it to yourselves. The sun sets to your left, painting the sky with brushstrokes of cyan and rose. In the horizon, you see the smoke rising from Rundale's chimneys. As you keep traveling, one thing is clear to all of you. The fate of Agemonia lies in your hands.
It's very dramatic. Congratulations, you can now proceed to level 1.
The street corners are lush with budding flowers as Grick Month begins in the city of Runedale. You arrive through the southern gates, facing a giant snake statue and hearing horrible screeching sounds from beyond the river. You immediately realize the noise is coming from Skyrender, the ages-old tower which Ioun bid you to seek. Other Ambergate refugees arrive soon after you, some of which have been to Runedale before. They tell you that House Gramask keeps very little order, and the city is ravaged by two crime gangs, known as the Shroud and the Sable Crown. You should be wary of pickpockets and muggers. Some say this is the fault of House Penarch, rival to the Gramasks, who have willfully weakened Runedale's ruling family. The city is abuzz with priests, merchants, cosmographers, guards, criminals, entertainers, warlocks, and travelers. Most of the inhabitants are Natigri, but there are also plenty of Patangans and Corallians, mostly working menial jobs. The southern, secular bank of the river is where you will spend most of your time. You can buy food and herbs at the Round Market, weapons and armor at the Agura Anvil, and eat, drink, and lodge at the Ravenous Givrin. If you cross the river to the Exalted Bank, you can buy tools, bags, and fish at Angler's Pier, or visit the Temple of the Fifth Eye for healing. So begins Grick Month in Runedale.
How nice. Butterflies. Butterflies. Okay, if you have legionaries saved in your party, you must visit the Ravenous Given at the start of your city step. Yes, I do. Okay, I will. Okay. So, let's just refer to the table. Promo. So, it says, arriving in Runedale. Once you've completed the 3 tutorial scenarios, your heroes arrive in Runedale and the full Agemonia campaign begins. During the campaign, your heroes will explore the city of Runedale and the world of Agemonia, attempt to challenging scenarios, interact with various factions, and write their own story of adventure. Open the rules reference and read the campaign rules. As your heroes are now level 1, you should also read up to the end of level 1 section of this book, followed by the level 1 section of your hero book. Do not read any other sections of this book or your hero book until instructed to do so. Put a tick in the tick box to the left of level 1 on your party sheet to show you are now level 1. Tick, 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 level 1. Woohoo! All items your heroes have knowledge of placed in the stock. You may look through these items at any time. All of the more unusual items are placed in the archive. Yes, I've done that. Done that. Setting up the city event deck. Hold the stack of city event cards. I put them away. And as I put them away, I thought, I'm going to need these again. So... flip the stack of cards over so you're facing up, but still upside down. What? Without looking at the rest of the card, locate the card number in the top left corner of the card. Separate the city card numbers 0. Oh yeah, I got these all mixed up. Do you know what, guys? I think I'm going to do this on my own without boring you. So I will set this all up, and when we play it again, we'll be ready to go in the city. I think that's the best idea. So there we go. That was Agemonia tutorial scenario 3. I still have thoughts about this game. I still feel it's really interesting with what I'm playing at the moment. I'm playing a lot of campaign games. And to me, this feels a lot. There's a lot of stuff. A lot of, I said this last time, a lot of things, a lot of cards, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, it just feels a lot. It's a lot to set up. The scenarios are quite long, like compared to Fate Forge, they're quite long, but then I just feel they're harder to set up. They're more complicated. I like the fantasy theme of it, and these two characters I can see are going to grow into. They're going to be so different, but I just don't know how long I want to play it for. I just feel that's how I feel about it. But I will try and play another scenario because we're literally at the start, you know. But yeah, I definitely enjoying Fate Forge still the most. Tidal Blades a little bit less. Again, a lot of setup. I think it comes down to solo play, honestly. Like if 2 people were setting this up or 3 people, it might be a different thing. But this feels a lot. It feels a lot. And if you could see the rest of my room where I've got everything set out, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. Having said that, I've bought flipping Arydia, although it's not been sent today. So, you know, that's massive as well. So we'll see about that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you're watching now. And if you're watching in the future. And please subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you in the next live stream or video. Okay, bye.